Good morning, students. Hope all are fit and fine. Student, in previous lecture, we have completed second part of geography, chapter number 7, soils. In that second part, student, we have learned about types of soils in Maharashtra. They are coarse soil, rigger or black soil, laterite soil, alluvial soil of the coastal strip, and yellow brown soil, right? Today, student, we will be doing the third part of chapter number 7, soil. So let's see what we are going to learn today. Today we are going to learn about soil erosion, soil degradation and soil conservation. Now first let's see what is soil erosion. Soil erosion and degradation. A layer of soil, top layer of soil, get removed due to wind or water. This means that the soil gets eroded. Running water, climate and the diversity in psychography are reason of soil erosion. The soil quality may get lowered due to certain reason. This is called degradation of soil. To obtain a higher agricultural yield, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, weedicides, student, weedicides means unwanted plants, etc. are used. The excessive spraying of chemicals and use of chemical fertilizers leads to soil degradation. Now see student, what is soil erosion? When the top layer of soil it get washed away due to wind or water, right? Due to the velocity of the wind or due to the speed of water, if the top layer of a soil get washed away, this means soil is getting eroded, means the top layer of the soil get washed away, it get eroded. This means this is a soil erosion. Okay, so what is soil erosion? When the top layer of a soil get washed away due to wind or water, the soil is getting eroded, and this means soil erosion. Now what is soil degradation? If fertile soil, excessive use of irrigation or chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides, the degrading the quality of soil. What happened? If we use the chemical fertilizers, insecticides or pesticides in a farm, the quality of soil gets degraded, means lowered. So this is called soil degradation, means that quality of soil get reduced. Why? Because of excessive irrigation or chemical fertilizers, the quality of soil get reduced. So when the soil quality is lowered or reduced due to certain reason, it is called soil degradation. So understood student, what is soil erosion and soil degradation? When top layer of soil get washed away due to wind or water, it is called soil erosion. When the quality of soil get reduced due to excessive irrigation, chemical fertilizers, insecticides or pesticides, the quality of soil gets reduced. This is known as soil degradation. Understood student? Now let's see what is soil conservation. Soil conservation. Considering the importance of soil, it is necessary to conserve it. It is necessary to protect the fertile soil of farmlands from getting washed out due to rains. Soil conservation includes the work like construction of embankment, planting trees on them, construction of gully plugs against the steep slopes, etc. Such work are taken up by the Department of Soil Conservation. Now see student, to conserve the soil student, Department of Soil Conservation has taken up the work of constructing embankment, planting trees, so that what happened, the soil doesn't get washed off. The construction of gully plugs, steep slopes, so these works can be done by Department of Soil Conservation to conserve the soil, to stop the soil getting eroded. Right? Now see next. Planting trees can also control the velocity of the wind. This helps reducing the erosion of soil by wind. The plant roots hold the soil and this also reduces the erosion of soil. Under soil conservation, the continuous counter trenches CCTs are constructed along the slopes. Construction of such trenches at different height checks the velocity of water running along the slopes and hence reduce soil erosion. The water arrested in these trenches percolates into the ground. Now see student. So the trees are planted. Why? To reduce the velocity of the wind, the speed of which the wind blow. Why? So that the velocity can be reduced. If we plant the trees, what happened? The velocity of wind can be reduced. If that velocity is reduced, erosion of soil can also be reduced, right? Because of trees, what happens, student? Soil will not get eroded. So in this way, erosion of soil can be reduced. Because if there is an obstruction, right, the wind is not have that much speed to wash away or blow away the soil, right? So these trees are obstruction between these winds. So student, trees are planted that will help in reducing the erosion of soil by wind. Now water is there, water is been there, slope is there, right? So this CCT student, CCTs means construction of counter trenches, continuous counter trenches. This is known as CCTs. So student, these CCTs are constructed. Why? So that this water, the velocity which is there, running water, it is lesser, reduce the soil erosion. When these CCTs are constructed, the velocity of water, the speed of water, running water, it will reduce and it will help in reducing the soil erosion. So student, the soil is not pushed away, washed away because of these CCTs, and another one is what? Planting of trees. Understood? Now see next. The government of Maharashtra has implemented the watershed catchment area developing program, under which constructing embankment along slopes in rural areas, introducing CCTs along steep slopes, etc. are undertaken. This lead to the success of the scheme, arrest water, let it percolate. This has resulted in rising the groundwater level and reducing the erosion of soil. Recently, the government has launched a scheme called Jalayukt Shivar. Under this scheme, work like construction of farm bunds, arresting water of small stream, connecting the streams, etc. are being carried out on a large scale. Now see student, if you stop water, you percolate water. Percolate means we can save water. So that is a scheme which has been started, under arrest water, let it percolate. So this scheme has been started by the government so that water is also be useful, that is underground water, right? We can percolate the water. Fine. So student, there has been a success the scheme, okay? It has been success for the scheme. Which scheme? Arrest water, percolate it. Now student, under Jalayukt Shivar scheme, there is one more scheme, right? Jalayukt Shivar scheme. which has been started by the government. Now, under this scheme, student, farmers connecting the small streams, stopping, keeping the water at some places, means arrest water, stop water, store water in some places. All this is done under this scheme. Under which scheme? Under Jalayukt Shivar scheme. Under this scheme, what happened? By constructing farm bunds, what happened? We can arrest the water, we can store the water. So all this is done under this scheme on a large scale. So this is needed for a soil conservation. Why all this needed, student? For a soil conservation, to conserve the soil, to protect the soil getting eroded. So that soil does not get eroded, does not get washed away because of water as well as wind, right? Because of water as well as wind, all the soil get eroded na. So this scheme, Jalayukt Shivar scheme, or arrest water, let it percolate. Under this scheme, the government has started this scheme to stop the soil getting eroded. Understood, student? Now see, it is advisable to reduce the excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticide. If organic manures, vermicompost, means with the help of worms, compost are used regularly, it helps maintain the pH balance, increase the proportion of humus, and retain the fertility of soil. Keeping the farmland fallow for some period and cultivating different crops alternatively is important to help the retain the fertility of soil. Now see, student, to stop soil degradation means to stop the reducing the quality of soil, excessive use of fertilizers. Right? Now see, student, in today's time there is a lots of demand for many things. Even food demand is there, food crops are needed. So to get large quantity of crop, lots of chemical fertilizers and pesticides are used by the farmers, right? So that what happen? It harms the quality of soil. So if you use organic manure, vermicompost, compost, rather than using pesticides and chemical fertilizers, it will help in maintaining the pH balance, which is very important for the soil fertility. And student, the proportion of humus will also increase, right? As we have learned, proportion of humus should be more in the soil, right? Proportion of humus means the mixture of all the decomposer. And student, it will help in retaining the fertility of soil. If humus is there in the soil, if humus present is more, the pH balance is more in the soil, what happened? The soil will be more fertile. The crop will be grow in large number in that soil. If the soil is fertile, student, the crop will come out very good and you will get good quality crop. But for that, the quality of soil should be good. The humus contained in the soil will be good. So student, if farmlands get fallow means without doing anything on that farm, okay, to keep that farm fallow for some time to retain the fertility, or other alternative, it is also there where you can have crop alternative supplies. In one season, student, what happened? Suppose if you have rice cultivation, right? Suppose in one season you have rice cultivation on that farm. So student, after the rice has been harvested, you can have vegetables on that same farm. Yes, you can take it in turns alternatively, one by one, right? One year you do rice cultivation, another year on that same land you can grow vegetables on that farm. So student, it is important to retain the fertility of soil. So what happen? Over a period of time, you can have same crop on same land and the fertility of soil gets also degraded. Understood, student? What happened? Yes. Now the quality of soil will be lowered. So to keep that, we have to keep in mind all these things, right? Reduce excessive use of chemical fertilizers, use of organic manure, vermicompost, keeping the farmlands fallow for some time, and cultivate different crops alternatively. It is also important to retain the fertility of soil. If we want the soil to be more fertile, the cultivation should be good. We have to keep all these things in our mind. Understood, student? So that is what we need to stop soil degradation, to reduce the quality of soil. So student, we have learned about soil degradation. We have also learned how to stop soil erosion, and also that is CCTs, afforestation, Jalayukt Shivar scheme, arrest water, percolate it water scheme, which was very good scheme which will help farmer. So all this we have learned in today's part, right student? So with this we have complete our 7th chapter, soil. Now let's see the conclusion, what we have learned from this chapter. Student, all these things need to be taken into account to stop soil erosion and soil degradation, because soil is an important component for human being. Though we do not eat soil, do we eat soil? No, no. We do not eat soil when we are hungry, but those soil we get our food, we get our flowers, we get our vegetables, fruits, we get many other things from soil, right? As well, is it children? So to conserve this, it is very much essential on our part as well. We should not contribute towards degrading the soil. We should do that thing that degrade the soil. No, we should never contribute towards degrading the soil. And also, in spite of that, we should never erode the soil as well, right? So I hope you have understood this lesson with this, right student, what we have learned today. Student, now what we are going to do, we are going to discuss some question and answers. Okay, so our first question is, give geographical reason. In that, first is, to the west of Sahyadri, laterite soils are formed from basalt rock. On the Sahyadri side, we form which soil? Basalt rock. Let's see the answer. It rains heavily to the west of Sahyadri, that is Konkan region. The climate to the west of Sahyadri is humid. Heavy rainfall and humidity leads to leaching of basalt rock on a large scale. This process gives rise to laterite soil. Thus, to the west of Sahyadri, laterite soils are formed from basalt rock. Now see student, in Konkan side, it rains very heavily. So, the climate of Konkan is very humid. Because of heavy rainfall and humidity, student, what happened? It's lead to the leaching of basalt rock on a large scale. Because of this, student, give rise to laterite soil. This basalt rock, as we have learned, if it come in contact with the different types of climate in a particular region, that same basalt rock give rise to which soil? Laterite soil. Therefore, student, to the west of Sahyadri, laterite soils are formed from basalt rock. Understood? Next one. Humus contained in the soil increase. Yes, let's see the answer. The regular use of organic manure, vermicompost, compost help in maintaining the pH balance in the soil. A large number of microorganisms exist in the soil with high pH. Microorganisms decompose the dead remains of plants and animals and other organic material. The biotic material thus produced is called humus. Thus, by regular use of organic manure, humus contained in the soil increase. Now see student, what do you mean by humus? As we have seen that the remains of plants and animals, dead remains of plants and animals, okay, this organic material, what happened? Microorganism helps to decompose this, and this mixtures, okay, the biotic material which is there in the soil, this mixtures of dead remains of plants and animals is called humus. So student, this organic manures, vermicompost, compost should be in the soil. Okay. So regular use of this organic manure is there in the soil. What happened? Humus contained in the soil will also increase. Okay. And humus should be there in the soil. If humus is more in the soil become more fertile. Understood? Okay. Now next we are having is give information on the following. In that first is organic manures. Now what is organic manures? Vermicompost, compost, etc. are the organic manures. What is organic manure, student? Worms. Have you seen the worms in the soil? So this vermicompost, compost, student, these are organic manures. A large number of earthworm and many other microorganisms are found if organic manure are used for farmings. This microorganism help the decomposition of dead remain of the plants and animals. This increase the proportion of humus in the soil and the soil becomes fertile. Thus, for conserving soil, the use of organic manure is highly essential. So student, organic manures means vermicompost and compost, right? If student, we use this organic manure for farming, we can see earthworms, ants and many other microorganisms in a large number, right? Have you seen sometime ants and micro earthworms in the soil, right? So this student microorganism and the dead remains of plants and animals, it helps in increasing the proportion of humus in the soil which should be there in the soil to become a fertile. Thus student, if you want to conserve our soil, protect our soil, this organic manure should highly present, highly essential for conserving the soil. Understood? Okay. Now next we are having is importance of soil for plant growth. Why soil is most important for the growth of plant? Let's see. Plant is an important component of the living things on the earth, right? Living things which are living on the earth. For us, plant is very important component, as we get fruits, flowers, many other food products from plant, right? For the production and the growth of plant, soil is indispensable. Though favorable climate, availability of abundant water and sunlight are necessary for the growth of plant, these alone are not sufficient. Fertile soils equally favor plant growth. As students, plant doesn't need climate, abundant water, sunlight for their growth, but soil also need a fertility, right? Plants also need that the soil should be fertile, the soil in which we planted the trees. So that tree student doesn't need the water or sunlight, but for the growth of that plant, of the trees, the soil should also be fertile. So this fertility of soil student equally favors plant growth. So therefore student, soil is very important for the growth of plant. Understood student? So student, I hope you have understood this lesson. With this student, we finish with our lesson. Till then, you have to go through this video, understand the important keywords and make a note of it. Okay? So till then, stay safe and have a good day children. Thank you.